Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to do a manga releases that I'm excited for in 2020 style video. So these are series that I do talk about pretty extensively in my Anime Expo video that I did about 6 months ago. So you're welcome to look at that if you want more details on a lot of these series. I'm just going to kind of briefly sum them up a little bit and just kind of talk about them and just let you know that 2020 is gonna be like really, really good. So yes, let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first one we have here is Blue Flag. This is coming out from Viz next year. This is one that a lot of people have read scans for, and I believe it's available legally digitally right now, but we're getting physical publishes next year, which I'm really excited about. The next one is Prince Freya. This manga looks beautiful for one, and secondly, deals with the trope of like a girl having to dress as a guy to like save her family or her country. And that's just a trope I always get along really well with. So I'm really excited for that one, especially. And then we have Love Me, Love Me Not. This is from the lovely Ayo Sakisaka, who does Strobe Edge and Aoharu Ride. This is the next series that we're getting published from them, and I am genuinely excited to be reading it. It looks a little more like Strobe Edge, where there's a lot of different romantic pairings kind of going on, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Next, we have one that a lot of people really like flinched at when this first came out, like when it was first like said we're getting the license, but I'm genuinely excited for it. It's a 3-volume series called Primitive Boyfriend, about a girl who ends up traveling back in time to basically meeting this primitive guy. But he ends up, on the cover of the 3rd volume, he looks fantastic. So I'm really excited to see how all of this goes down. I'm just genuinely excited. This next one is actually a light novel, so I threw it in here rather than in my books one. And that is At Night, I Become a Monster. This one just looks like it's going to be deep and hard-hitting, and I am genuinely just excited about it. I get the feeling that it's going to be a little like A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I feel like it's going to have that kind of vibe to it. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. The next one is My Androgynous Boyfriend. This is about a woman who is, you know, a successful businesswoman who's dating a man who takes very good care of himself and loves to look very pretty and looks very androgynous. And so I think it's going to be a really interesting kind of look at society. So I'm genuinely excited for it for that reason. Next, we have there's 2 series that Kodansha is printing physically that I've already been reading digitally, and I want you guys all to read and pick up. And it's obviously going to be Perfect World and Living Room Matsunaga-san. I know in some other countries it's been translated to Living with Matsunaga-san, so I'm hoping in the physical publish that they do it that way, because technically that's a little more correct. A Perfect World is one that deals with a woman coming across her high school love who, since they haven't seen each other, has become paralyzed from the waist down, and so his quality of life is very different than when they first met. So it's about them struggling to have any sort of relationship, whether that's friendship, whether that's more, all those kinds of things. It makes me cry. I really love it. A lot of people have spoken very well of the representation. I think it looks really good, but again, I can't speak for it properly, but other people who are disabled who have reviewed it have said that it's wonderfully represented, so I can say that with confidence. And with Living Room Matsunaga-san, we've got a boarding house style age gap, and you know me and age gap, guys, it's just a thing. I love it. All right, so that's all for that. Now we're gonna get into some new things. Let's see, we've got Beyond the Clouds. It has that Ghibli vibe to it, and you know, it's just kind of this journey style story. I think it's gonna be more slice of lifey, and it's gonna be really cute. And then we have Night on the Ice, which is about a male figure skater who everybody thinks is just like this total stud, but in all reality, he can't perform his jumps unless he has his friend recite his favorite like spell from a magical girl like anime. And I'm so excited to be reading this. It's gonna be full of geek otaku kind of references, as well as figure skating, which is another thing that I love. So 2 things I love in one manga, yes please. And it's josei, and I believe it's gonna go there, so I'm hopeful. And then we have Sue and Tai-chan. This is a cute older cat has a kitten introduced to her house kind of situation. It's from the same people who did Chi Sweet Home and Fuku Fuku Kitten Tales. So you know me, it's cat manga. Of course it's gonna enter my collection, let's be real. Next we have Sweat and Soap. This is kind of another weird one that a lot of people aren't sure about, but I'm genuinely excited about, because I believe this one's going to be super duper smutty. So if you like smutty manga, this is going to be up your alley. But it's about this girl who's very self-conscious of her body odor, but there's this one company that she feels like actually masks her BO. And so she loves that she's gotten, as she's grown up, she's been able to work for this company. But what happens is the main, like, fragrance maker, like the main sniffer, I guess you could kind of say, walks past her in a hall and he loves what he smells. And so she thinks like it's BO from her, but it's whatever combination of products she's used he really likes, as well as her natural kind of musk mixed with it. And so they secretly start to meet up while so that he sniffs her day to day, so just so he can see how it changes and try to recreate it. And of course, it evolves from there because she's kind of been a shut-in because she's been so worried about this, and so she hasn't let anybody in and all this kind of stuff. And it goes from there, and it's going to be super smutty. I think this is going to be like love massage level smutty, but like more graphic, I think. Anyways, I'm genuinely excited for this one. I'm sure a lot of people aren't, but man, I am excited. I think it's going to be a wild ride, and I'm here for it. Next, we have My DressUp Darling. This is about a boy who loves to sew and a girl modeling for him cosplay style. So I think it's going to be, again, full of geeky references, and I think it's going to be a good time. Then we've got The Girl with the Senpaku Eyes. This is about a girl with RBF, and it looks like it's going to be just a fun and wild time. And then just recently, we found out that we're getting Tokyo Terror Girls Returns, and technically this one isn't starting in 2020. We're getting the first volume as of like Christmas Eve. And I'm not sure if that's digital or physical. I didn't get the research done. I'll leave it down below. But yes, I will take anything Akiko Higashimura creates, because we stand Akiko Higashimura in this house. But last but not least on this list is Fire in His Fingertips. Now, this is a firefighter style manga. It's going to be smutty to the hills because it's 7 Seas and it's josei. So I'm here for it. I'm just here for it. It looks so good. I like firefighter romances anyway, but they're like adults, and yeah, I think it's going to get smutty real quick. So anyways, that is my list of anticipated manga for 2020. And that's really only like a quarter to maybe half of what I'm actually anticipating, but those are probably like the cream of the crop for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what series you guys are excited about coming in 2020. I know there's not any of the Junji Ito releases on here and some things like that because I don't really do the horror thing. And then obviously I'm excited about all the series that I'm already collecting. And I'm always excited in the new volumes in those as well. So again, let me know in the comments down below what new series you're looking forward to, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.